Hello, my lovely Scorpios, and welcome to your mid-month reading. This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Nonetheless, if you just happened upon this video for whatever reason, I am more than sure that there is a message in here for you, and I hope that it finds you well. Let's get into what came up for you energetically. First out was the Ace of Pentacles, and I hope it's focused. My niece was playing with my camera the other day and she changed a setting, so until I figure that out, we just have to roll with it. But after the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Wands, followed by the Five of Pentacles. In the obstacles position, you have the Six of Pentacles with the Justice card and the Hermit card. Last week of July, and ways to overcome these energies, you have the Queen of Cups, followed by the Emperor card, and the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Cups. What's coming to mind is that Campbell's commercial slogan. It's just like, oh, the possibilities that came through for you guys. So for some of you, there is something that is presenting itself. There's an opportunity that will present itself soon to you. There are endless possibilities. There's endless potential at this time to develop a skill to continue your own education. Like if you decide that you want to go back to school, right? And if so, I feel like this is coming from somebody that is older, like an older woman, potentially that has a lot of fire in her chart, or that is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that happened upon this video. And you might have a little bit of insecurities about it, about wanting to return back to school because of your age. So you're going to have to overcome that coming into the middle of the month. But again, just from what I was picking up, there is endless potential here to move on a creative project that you have been marinating on. I'm getting that with this Queen of Wands energy. Something that you are extremely passionate about and that you've wanted to move forward with for a while now, since he is walking in another direction, right? It's something that you've been waiting to get your hands on. You've been kind of waiting for the right time, okay? And then I'm also getting that with the Hermit card and the obstacles position. For some of you, the reason why you are so blocked is because you might feel like time is not on your side. You might not be patient enough while you wait for these things to take off, because Ace of Pentacles is very fresh energy, right? It's the initiation of something starting, right? But it doesn't come, it's kind of like when you try to bake a cake, right? You need certain ingredients to make the cake. It's not just going to come and you pull the stuff out the box and it's already like fully prepared and made and ready to eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Ace of Pentacles energy is all about. Endless potential, endless possibilities, a new creative idea or insight, hearing news about a job or continuing education, but then having that insecurity as far as going forward with it. So whatever this is relating to in your own personal life, right? Some of you are having difficulties as far as reaching out to someone, especially if this is about a creative endeavor or wanting to start your own business, right? Being involved in a startup. Some of you aren't seeing results because you have insecurities and fear about reaching out to somebody that has already attained the things that you desire to achieve for yourself. This can also be that you just don't know how to delegate work, and so you might be a little stressed out because you've been having to do everything by yourself and it hasn't been working. That's what this Five of Pentacles energy can definitely be talking about, right? You've been a little bit too independent on this journey and realizing that that's not working to your benefit, and that it works better to have a structure and a team, right? Realizing how much time potentially you have wasted by trying to do everything by yourself. That's coming through. But for some of you, especially if it's about this elder woman deciding to go back to school, you're having those insecurities because of potentially some criticisms that you have been hearing from other people that may have been both negative and positive, but you may not have perceived it the right way. For some people that may have been trying to give you some advice, some solid advice to kind of give you an idea of what you will be getting yourself into, you could have potentially have taken it the wrong way, but that's kind of like eating at you because now you're second guessing it. Again, you might feel like time is just not on your side as far as age. You just really hope that you are going to really be able to learn by going back to school, and that you'll be able to retain memory. And I'm getting that because there's an owl in the Justice card, and owls are all about wisdom and knowledge, right? You might have some fears about that because you want to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward and that you can really give it 100% and that you won't be wasting your time. So that's also coming through. If this is about maybe not necessarily a social relationship but a personal one, this can be a mother figure that you may have been having some issues with that you want to address at this point, because you can no longer just continue to have things go as they have been going because the structure is not solid. So a lot of you guys are acknowledging that you do miss this person and that you do need this person, and maybe seeking out a mediator, somebody that is very neutral in the situation but that can provide some good advice or suggestions, ways that you guys can move forward and rebuild that foundation and that relationship so that it can be stronger, so that you can feel like you have somebody to turn to, especially if this is a parental figure, because it doesn't have to be a mother with this Queen of Wands energy. It could just be how this person carries themselves. But yeah, you might be seeking out some counsel or getting some advice, getting some constructive criticism, you guys giving each other some criticisms for the ways that you communicate, coming to a better understanding of how you guys communicate and how am I trying to say that? I guess really getting to the bottom of what you guys need from each other for the relationship to be better, just in the way that you guys speak about each other as well and speak to each other when there is conflict. But you can't heal what you don't reveal, and that's kind of what this Hermit card is telling me. I'm always picking that up. Don't listen to people that are in your external environment that are giving you advice that they themselves would not follow, right? So coming into the mid-month, especially with some of the energies that you may be feeling, definitely use your discernment. I feel like you don't do that enough. Just sit by yourself and really figure out what approach is going to work the best for you in this situation that you are in, right? Look at that. If it's a romantic relationship, you are really attracted to someone, and or you yourself are very attractive this month. I feel like some of you could be potentially changing your hairstyles, dyeing your hair even red or more auburn color. That's coming through. It's like you're wanting to do something different as it relates to your appearance. This can also talk about aesthetics of the home, trying to do something different within the home, redesigning, redecorating, renovating. That's what I'm getting. You're sick of the old, right? So I know that the Five of Pentacles talks about a card of abandonment, but in this case, this would be purging out the things that no longer serve you or that you don't even find a use for. This can be like clothes. If you have a lot of clothes in your closet, it's you donating what you can't fit anymore and or just don't wear anymore, that you don't yourself appreciate. So You may be doing a lot of that around the home, just getting a whole new outlook on life and the way that you want to present yourself, as it can relate to your, what is that word? Your reputation. Wanting to change your reputation for the better, right? And getting rid of whatever just does not serve you anymore. I see some of you guys doing that. Some of you just want to improve your health overall, because your physical vitality has been affected in this last cycle of your life that you have found yourself in, and you're wanting to change that because you no longer like the way that you look. Because you see how he's like shrouded and he's like covering himself up. So that can be something that you have struggled with. Some of you have been gaining a lot of weight, a lot of healthy weight, a lot of happy weight, especially if you're in a new relationship, but you're noticing some changes that you don't necessarily like within your body. So you might be meeting with somebody to get another health plan, meeting with a trainer. I was going to say physical therapist, but that came through. So if you guys have been struggling with your health and you need, or you have been injured, you might very well be getting a physical therapist like that. But just really meeting with other people and understanding the steps that you need to take, what's realistic for you to do with the suggestions that this person or these people are giving you. Are you just interested in the idea? Are you really fully committed to the idea? Because that's going to cause you to have to look at things differently and act in a different way, right? You're going to have to do something drastic, do something outside of your natural comfort zone to make these changes. If you've been insecure about potentially gaining weight, right? As that relates to your health, if you're not doing anything like within your home or just changing your hairstyle, right? So look at that, get in control of what you can change and accept what you can't. You just have to figure out why it is that you don't like whatever body part that you find discomfort with, where that stems from, and have those conversations with those people who made you feel insecure growing up, if that is what the issue is, and putting that to rest if they are no longer living, just writing out a letter and burning it so that you can be at peace within yourself, right? So that's what you will have to do by the end of July to overcome these energies if you've been insecure. If it's about being in a relationship, it's you needing to have a lot of compassion, balancing out the emotional aspect of who you are and your giving and nurturing and generous and unconditional nature with this Martian energy. I'm not sure if Mars is still direct, but this can be brute force, this can be very aggressive, but this is also a card of manifestation. This is a card of being able to be a productive figure in society. So like work-life balance will come into play for you if you're in a relationship, a newly established relationship with somebody that you like. Again, work-life balance, making sure that you're tending to your garden, making sure that everything that is of importance to you is taken care of. This is also a time of celebration. So if you are making these changes to yourself, to your body, to your hair, then people are going to give you positive feedback for that. These are positive changes that abound. If this is about, again, career, then you need to realize that you can't ask for help. So in that regard, then you just need to be a little bit more vulnerable and open yourself up to accepting help. If you're getting a job, this can be something that you've been wishing for. This is something that deeply resonates with who you are as a person and will be able to showcase all of your skills and your talent in the workplace. This is something that is really well fit for you, and you will enjoy yourself with your employees and the company, your coworkers, just all together. Work is good. Some of you that have been working for a while, you might at like a banquet be recognized for something, like you might receive an award. So that is on the table for some of you. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. Balance all of your chakras because they are all here. And if you don't know how to do that, I will leave the link in the description box below. But at this time, definitely give me a thumbs up if this resonated and subscribe for more.